Hi friends, I'm glad you could join me. I'm here in front of the log cabin in Pepin, Wisconsin. This is a replica, but it's on the same spot that Laura Ingalls had her first cabin that Pa built. So archaeologists and scientists have discovered the location and the specifications that the cabin would have been, and they've built this one to be a replica. Laura was born here on this site, in this spot, in 1867. Oops, we got some farm equipment going by. She lived here until she was about 2 years old. Mary would have been about 4, and Ma and Pa decided to take the family to a wide open prairie where there was a lot of space. So they packed up the wagon and traveled for many days to get to Kansas. They were only in Kansas for about a year and a half when they discovered they had settled on Native American territory. So Pa packed them back up and came back to this cabin. The man who was renting this cabin from Pa couldn't make the payments anyway. So Pa and Ma and Mary and Laura and new baby Carrie, who had been born in Kansas, all arrived back here. So they arrived back in 1871, and they lived here for another 2 to 3 years until about 1874. And while I'm here, I'm just imagining what it would have been like for Pa, because he spent his days hunting and trapping so he could take the furs into the town of Pepin, which is about 7 miles away, to trade. And of course, what he would have hunted, the family would have eaten. Behind the cabin, you're going to see a lot of cleared land. He would have worked on clearing the land to plant the crops. And of course, Ma was very busy too. She would have had a garden somewhere here close to the house, and she would have been cooking and cleaning and sewing, because she would have had to sew all the clothes for the family. And of course, taking care of first the 2 girls, and then when they arrived back, then the 3 little girls. I'm imagining in this space around the house, Laura and Mary in the summer running around barefoot, probably, playing among the trees. Laura writes about 2 great big oak trees. Those trees are gone, but there are lots of other beautiful trees around here. So she would have been playing outside, and then inside they would have been playing with their dolls or cutouts that Ma would have had. They would have listened to books that Ma and Pa would have read. You remember when Pa killed the pig and he blew up the pig's bladder? They would have been playing ball with the pig's bladder. So this place has a lot of special memories that Laura wrote about. And her first book, The Little House in the Big Woods, takes place in this cabin. Thanks for joining me. See you later, friends.